Hello, everyone. I am the host of Grasp Confidence Podcast. My name is Tara LaFon Gooch, and today I want to introduce to you a new sub-series called Wellness Made Simple. I will be co-hosting episodes with my friend and colleague, Josh Rimany, because true lasting confidence starts within, and your mental and physical health are the foundation of your best self. All right, Josh, we've talked about magnesium, we've talked about omega-3s, and now we're going to talk about vitamin D3. And this is such an important conversation and topic right now. As we're talking, it's the first start of November. A lot of people, they have seasonal depression. They start getting, sad or, depressed this time of year and in the winter. So I think now is a good conversation, but it's relevant anytime to talk about D3, the importance of it, and why we need it as a part of our supplement plan.
Yes. Vitamin D has been something that I've been optimizing and using for over 2 decades. One of the biggest things I think about D is it's not really a vitamin. It's more like a hormone. And hormones are signaling molecules that go, we know, like progesterone, estrogen, testosterone, cortisol, epinephrine. They're signals, right? And so if we're thinking about vitamin D, thinking about the essentialness of it. And when we talk about optimizing nutrients in the body, vitamin D is by far one of the top things. Like we talked about magnesium and omega-3. This rounds out my top 3. Like if you're not optimized in vitamin D, why are you looking anywhere else in your chronic health? And yes, you said like seasonal affective disorder, when the it gets darker quicker, we're inside, our skin is covered, so we're not getting any vitamin D from sunshine. It's the sunshine vitamin. But if it was discovered today, they would classify it as a hormone. That's its structure. So it's really important. But what I've found in the standardized, let's call it the sick care model, right? The model that keeps us less like in check. The reference range for vitamin D is 30 to 100. So think of that as a reference of a wide margin of error, right? It's too high if you go over 100, and it's deficient below 30. So when we take our physicals every year and it goes below 30 is when we try to supplement with it. But when I talk nutrients to everyone, I want everybody to understand, I've been saying this for years and years, it's not the deficiency we're looking to improve, it's the optimization. So if your levels are at 50 or even 80, so we're getting closer to that top end, it's like, oh, I'm 31, I'm fine. No, if you're at 80, you can reduce secondary and primary effects of many, many things. So if you just looked at the Google chart or ask AI, but if you ask AI anything, you should definitely validate it, because sometimes it'll make stuff up if you do things wrong. But if you ask AI or Google, like, give me a chart on vitamin D optimization and health, chronic health risk, you'll just see like, oh, if you get it above here, breast cancer risk goes down by like 90%. Like, so the goal isn't to get out of the deficiency. If you go below 30 for too long, you can get rickets. That's why there's a deficiency chart. The recommended daily allowance is not to optimize. That is to get out of deficiency. Like 60 milligrams of vitamin C gets you out of scurvy, right? Nobody gets scurvy anymore. We have plenty of vitamin C around, but we don't make it. We have to eat it. But gram doses works. So in vitamin D, I'm aiming for getting people above 50 and optimally into the 80 range, because I know that's where all the stats work. It's like, know your numbers, right? When you're in finance, or you're in business and you have a KPI, it's like red, yellow, and green. There's ways to look at where you are. So if you're in at 30 to 40, you're in red to me. Like this color red, I want you up. Like let's get you approaching and then optimal. So it's really easy to optimize vitamin D if you take the right sourcing. Yes, you said D3. D3 is more active than D2. D2 isn't really used over the counter much, but I use liposomal forms. I use vitamin K in the D to help with cardiovascular health. If you're over 40 or 50, you should be adding K to your D. I don't put them together because if I have to dose you up in the wintertime, I don't want to dose up equivalent to the K. I just want to have enough K. So I use it in my multivites and stuff. I get my K other places. But like it's not uncommon for me to be on 5 or 10,000 units of vitamin D every
Wow. And, that resonates so much. I remember getting my blood drawn, getting panels done or what have you. And I would always come back as deficient in vitamin D. And that's actually really concerning for me because I do have a history in my family of osteoporosis and things like that. So I think that's super important. But what I love what you said is I was always encouraged to just,
day.
you know, hit the mark, just barely make it. I never really understood until you just said right now the difference of not just, being deficient of where I was to actually being optimized. What does that look like? What
Well,
is it
that
like to
yeah, that's
be
the
optimized?
well, when you're looking to optimize your health, you're not looking to get above the deficiency mark. Like
Right.
if you're training for a marathon, right? You're not just going to walk every day. You're going to train to get to your space to optimize where you're at. Now, it doesn't take a lot, but I think it does take guidance. I think a lot of the times we look for people in the traditional medical space, whether it's a pharmacist or a doctor or somebody, to give us guidance in wellness. Look, I got 7 days of supplement, like review and supplement education in 5 years of pharmacy school. So 1 week is not enough for you to be an expert, which is why I've studied the essence of clinical nutrition, which is the science of supplementation, not like a dietitian who looks at macro food. It's the science of supplements. There's lots of studies on this. And then functional medicine, so I can understand how it medically designs. Like these vitamins are so important. We talk optimization when we're talking functional, integrative, clinically versus OTC, over the counter. This supplement's good for me. That is good to supplement diet. But when you're looking to optimize, which I think everybody should and can optimize vitamin D, it's not expensive. Even my highest grade stuff, the liposomal, like this bottle is 10,000 units per ml, and there's 60 mLs in here. So there's 60, that's 2 months supply, less than $10 a month.
Wow.
And you can reduce all of those factors that go in line with optimization of the dose, which is again, test, treat, test. So test, know your numbers. We stick that one in the kit too. Like my Wellness Made Simple kit is really designed for simple. 3 supplements, 3 labs. I want to see your vitamin D levels not once a year because I want to optimize in the winter and then in the summer, right? Very different. You're getting 20 minutes of pure, good, fresh, sun just came up vitamin D. Beautiful for you, right? So we're going to change that philosophy around just not taking a supplement, but optimizing based on your goals, based on your needs, and based on the science.
Okay. I'm just going to say this right here, right now. So hold me to it. I want you to test me before and I want to do an after. And I want to have another podcast recording on that to show people what's possible for them. Because with our diets the way they are right now, with our environments the way they are right now, I'm sure I'm deficient in something. And how is that impacting me in a way I don't even acknowledge until I come on the other side of it? I think that's the importance, right? Like, we may feel down, where you may feel like a generic kind of sludgy feel, but why? And is something as simple as a test, and then we start taking a supplement to get us to that optimized level, and then all of a sudden we feel like a completely different person. We feel more lighter, we feel elevated, our mood's enhanced, we have more energy. I mean, it's really game changing.
Well, and that's why we created you've created the kit, right? The kit is literally 3 supplements, 3 labs, and 1 simple lifestyle program. So we can teach the benefits of simple. Like, do that first. It's like the gateway in. It's not we know the onion's going to keep peeling of your health and well-being, right? But these are simple things. Why do I've been all the way down the road, okay? All the way down to the most complex things on stress and mind body. Like, people, if they're listening to this podcast, they know where we can go, right? But my whole career has brought me back to simple. Wellness made simple, longevity made simple, vitality made simple, radiance, women's radiance made simple, because we're busy. We have no time. Like, we always, no time. We all have the same amount, but our time is very precious. And so if I could take 3 labs, optimize 3 supplements, and then in 1 or 2 months, assess you where you were to where you are, because it's the assessment, the self-reported scores, and the lab. If you don't know your level, test it. It's not terribly expensive. So we threw that all in a kit so we can get people moving, which is why we want to create this as a big collective. If everyone was optimized on vitamin D, we'd have a much healthier planet, period. And yes, it's really good for mood because it's kind of like a hormone. And when it crashes, the immune system goes down. So it's great for your immune system. That's why cough cold season is associated in the cold, dark months. Vitamin D crashes. So does mood. We know it helps seasonally affective disorders and depression during the winter months. You optimize the D. It's a sunshiny vitamin. Let's optimize it and have a little happier planet. Reduce some of the chronic conditions that the deficiency causes by optimizing. And if anybody got one thing today about nutrients like this, is let's not go for the supplement to get out of the deficiency, but learn how we can optimize those with some guidance around people that understand optimization as it relates to wellness, not sickness.
I love that. Wow. Thank you again, Josh. That was
Well,
so
this kit's
powerful.
got your name on it, my friend. I'm going to
Send it
send it
on.
out today.
Yep. You know my address.
Yep. Because no, it's all through experience, right? I'm not saying any of this because I learned it in school. It's because I understand it through my own experience. It's the whole essence of this podcast. It's the whole essence of where I think people can go is we have to learn where people have gone from. But this simple thing doesn't sound very simple because you didn't know, it wasn't in your field.
Yeah.
But now it is.
I love that. Thank you for teaching me something again today. Oh my gosh, I love it. Can't wait to get my kit in the mail. And we will do another episode. Again, hold me to it, Josh. Before and after results. I'm going to let you share them live on this podcast. Why not?
I think that'd be awesome because
Yeah.
that's how we move the needle. We move the needle through experience share.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate you.
Thank you. Till then, stay well.